Cerwin
Alright, what's going on, my people? Welcome to the Sn95 Power channel. We got to get down to some business today. Car show season is almost upon us, and we need to get to work on this car. So today what we're doing is a, not a full stereo installation, but we're going to do a subwoofer and an amplifier installation. Now, the cool thing about this amplifier is a Bluetooth amplifier. So what will a Bluetooth amplifier do for you? Well, basically it's going to turn your smart device into the head unit. Kind of similar to any like wireless speaker system that you have around your house that you can connect to your smartphone. Same principle. Only thing that's different is you're just installing it in your car, and you can, use your amplifier to drive your speakers or your subwoofer. And that's what we're going to do today. We got a 5-channel Lanzar amp. We're going to wire it up. We got a kicker L7 10-inch in a sealed box. We're going to see how that thing sounds, and hopefully I'll be happy with the sound quality. Like, one thing I really am thinking about doing, which I don't know if I want to give up my leg room, is one of those kicker panel speaker enclosures. Now, I know back in the day that was kind of like, I don't know if it's a popular thing, but you saw it advertised more back in the day. You really don't see those advertised more now. But basically in the footwell, it allows you to add like a speaker enclosure that you can put like a 6.5-inch component speaker set right there. So we're gonna see how this sound system sounds amplified. If I need more mids and highs, then I might think about doing that. But let's get into this install. Now, I've always been a big fan of the kicker square speakers ever since they came out. I like the concept behind it. More surface area for a woofer. I like the construction of it. You can set this face down. Gosh, isn't that like YouTubers 101? Keep your shadows out of your frame. So yeah, I like it that this is nice and solid. I can put it in the trunk, stack stuff on top of it, and I don't have to sacrifice a lot of space. 10-inch enclosure. Back in my day, I was always a ported subwoofer kind of guy, just for the bass response. But since we're not looking to beat down the block, Tennessee, a nice small sealed enclosure will hopefully satisfy my need for bass. So let's test fit this in the trunk and see what kind of room we have. You have to excuse me on my trunk. I've always been more of a how does it function more than how does it look kind of guy. So got a lot of spaghetti back here. Maybe one day I'll try to clean this up a little bit, but for right now, don't really care too much about it. So I'm really gonna have to do something about this carpet situation. I don't remember what car I got this out of, but it's obviously not the cover for the Mustang trunk. But we got to work with what you have sometimes. But for right now, we'll kind of just let this stay right here. It's going to need some kind of support up underneath here just to keep that from falling out. But my thought is to just push the enclosure further up that way, and hopefully it'll fit nice. All right, so I'm thinking more like this. Now, I'm going to have to kind of find some way to anchor this down, because if you do a pull, this all is going to slide back. So you gotta think of some anchor points. I don't want to drill too far into the box because I don't want to create a leak for the sealed box. So let's take out the amp, because my thought was just to mount the amp directly across the top of the subwoofer, and let's see how that's going to look. All right, so I like the way that looks. I think we can rock with it like that. And gosh, I was hoping I'd have enough room to put my my MSD box on here, but oh well. All right, let me see if I can zoom in on this good. This has got to be the stupidest design for clamping down a speaker wire in car audio history. So it's not a screwdriver and it's not an Allen head. It took me more time probably loosening these things up than it will take me to install this whole system. Problem is the Allen head barely fits. You know, the pivot on this Allen head doesn't grip enough. And so I just really had to just kind of get this in here and like almost tap it down. It looks like it's a Phillips, but it's not a Phillips. It's confused. It doesn't want to identify as anything. So I'm gonna try to tighten this down as best as I can't crank on it. Hope my continuity is good because of these stupid whatever these things are right here. All right, so I have this pretty much how I want it orientated. So now I need to find a 12-volt switch source, which I believe I can come over here to this fuel pump relay setup. And I believe one of these wires over here is a 12-volt switched source. All right, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all right here. Recording car audio installs suck. Like, this is like the most painful thing that I've done on this car as far as recording. I don't really have adequate lighting up in here for a good car audio install, in my opinion. The quarters in here is just so cramped. Head mount doesn't really give you good angles to show what I'm doing. So I need to get a ground, and I think I'm just going to do this temporarily right now because I don't have a long enough ground cable over here. This kind of came with the amp install kit. Yeah, that's my little vent for today. You probably won't see me do any more car audio installs because I just don't think it. I don't think the video is going to be quality as far as, you know, showing the process. Maybe I'll come up with a better way of mounting a camera down the line, but yeah, gosh, like, tell me some like DIY car audio channels that y'all watch and they have some real good install videos. Maybe I have to do a little bit more research on how to set cameras up and equipment to use. But for me right now, I don't think this is a good quality video showing the process because I'm really just giving you clips. But we're gonna continue to bang this out. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to sound. So yeah, let's get back to this. I'm going to get a ground somewhere up in here. I tapped my remote wire from my MSD box. I'm using a splitter right here for the signal. I'll have to go get the correct splitter. I didn't have the correct one, so I'm just using what I have right now. And outside of that is just running 12 volts. So enough of me venting. Let's get back to work. All right, so I have the stereo system installed, it sounds great. I'm not going to play it for you because it's really not going to make a difference, because you're not going to be able to tell the sound quality that this system kicks out. I have to say I'm pretty impressed as far as the bass response from this. No, it's not going to hit hard like a ported box. It's not a bass that you can really feel. It's not going to shake the rear windshield visor. What's up, Bryson?
Hello. What are you doing?
I'm recording.
Recording your video.
Yes. So this thing is not going to shake the rear view mirror, but it's a bass that you can hear, if that makes sense. You know, I can step a couple of feet away from the car and it's going to give me the bass response that it's the bass response that I need, not the bass that I deserve. If I quoted Jim Gordon right.
Because it's the hero Gotham deserves.
All right, so this, I don't know where I got this from. I know I got this from out of a junkyard, and it's definitely not for a Mustang. So I got to figure out some way to prop this up, because right now it's just sagging. And plus I need to mount this. Now, the good thing is they give you some like little mounting tabs to put on these like little feet right here to keep this from sliding around. But I need to make a false floor in order to secure this. So I bought some, I guess that's some like PVC or something like that. And I'm gonna play around with trying to figure out how to use this as my base or my platform to mount this sub on. So let me take some measurements and see what I come up with. All right, I got my template, but I really have to just take this box out, and the little routing for the wiring that I did, I gotta scratch it because I'm not going to use this floor panel. All right, this is my partial platform here. My GoPro went out, so I'm trying to work with what I got right here. So the idea is to mount this to the floorboard, and this will be the solid piece of platform, so I don't have to worry about the speaker sliding around. So first I'll mount the speaker enclosure to this. I'll put all this in, and then I'll mount this to the floorboard. All right, I got everything mounted. Only thing I don't like is, you know, this flap right here. I guess I could put some more, put a bolt right here to keep that from flapping around. But yeah, I'll have to get the carpet. Honestly, I really don't care about the carpet because I never have this trunk open. So again, this is not a show car. Like, honestly, do I really care if I have the carpet over this? I don't. So what I'm gonna do is probably put one more bolt right here just to have that noise from flapping. But I think that's pretty much a wrap. I have to redo the wiring as far as routing everything, and maybe I might, you know, put some carpet down here. But I really never opened this trunk on this car. Like, I couldn't tell you when the last time I used this trunk for anything. So let's wire everything back up, do a function test, make sure everything still works, and then we'll close this video out. Right now, I have to say that I'm pretty satisfied with the system. That 10-inch L7 is giving me the lows that I wanted. Now, I don't want to get bassitis. You know, it kind of happens if you haven't had bass in a long time. You finally get some bass. Like, man, I wish it would hit a little bit harder. So I would like to do a 12-inch, but I'm not. I'm just going to stick with this 10-inch L7. I think the 5x7s I have in the car right now, they're more than satisfactory for what I'm trying to do. And shout out to my man Shovel, who commented on as far as the sound deadening. Like, everybody who has a Mustang content channel is not about burnouts and drag racing. And I have to say, my man Shovel, if I was to subscribe to this channel, it's building a Mustang to OEM Plus. Guy spits a lot of knowledge, rocks a Wu-Tang shirt, so you know I'm a subscriber. So I suggest that you subscribe to this channel also. But he was suggesting about adding some sound deadening. But you know, I kind of like the raw sound of the car still. And honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna play the radio. If I'm in the car by myself, I'm probably still going to have everything off and just enjoy the raw sound of the car. You know, if I'm cruising around with my boo, then we'll probably listen to some Keep Sweat or something like that. But I actually dig this Bluetooth amp. It's real nice just to use my my smart device to control my audio system. Hey, if you're thinking about maybe going a different route with your audio system, look into these Bluetooth amps. Hey, you know, like I said, this is a budget one. This is a Lanzar, and you know, the clarity of it is pretty good. That's the other thing too, is signal degradation. You know, with the Bluetooth, you don't have to worry about any noise coming in from the RCA jacks. So, hey, I dig it. I like it. So, I'll probably do a follow-up video maybe later on this summer about my 6-month or 3-month review of the audio system. Or if I do those kicker panel speakers, we'll probably do a video on that. But for right now, I'm pretty content. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this video. Leave a comment down below, tell a couple of people about the channel. And until next time, God bless.